It is composed of Anger, AZK, adreN, DaZeD, and Skadoodle. And for United5, we got XP3, TM, Warden, Moses, and Storm. As let's look at the pistol round, as we have a few Glock armors and full nades coming in for United5, but they're going to work this very slowly right now. I'm just going to whisper a bit because they might be able to hear me right now inside this room. But they're actually expecting to see if anybody's going to push through the blue door as they're holding back and they're getting ready for smokes towards the A bomb site. And I think that's a smoke right now for the CT connector, for them to move inside the A bomb site. And here the footsteps are going to be heard as well. The flashes are being thrown. Warden gets the opening death actually as he gets headshotted by DaZeD, but a trade comes in. Anger keeps things alive and finally gets retaliated by Moses. The bomb is down. It's a 2-on-2 situation. He gets the kill onto Skadoodle as well. Now should I say it's a 2-on-2 overall, because it was a 2-on-2 inside the site. adreN coming in from the white truck. We also have AZK coming in from the white truck, so they're both coming from the area. We have a crossfire set up from United5. The bomb is yet to be planted. 50 seconds left on the clock, and TM is looking for the right moment to get the bomb planted down. He does so inside the A site. Moses looking back, white car sees AZK in the back there, and these guys are just gonna recap. So Moses still at full health, but still no head armor. So, oh, nice Glock burst in the face of AZK. Now 1 versus 1 as TM has fallen by the hands of adreN, and he gets a second one on to adreN to win this 1 versus 1. And you could hear it with United5 starting things off, winning this pistol round.
Well, what a play by Moses, man. Those last 2 kills were huge there. United5, like you said, they are definitely prepared for this event. That was a great pistol round by them, a great execution over there on the A bomb site. They were able to get in before the rotation was really able to get there. They get the plant, win the 2v2. It was a close round, though, so don't forget that. It's not like IBUYPOWER is super far behind, but that was definitely a great play. So we are going to see an eco round here, of course, from IBUYPOWER. Everybody just kind of toting some pistols. I think I see a 5.7 on DaZeD, actually, and some 250s across the board. So this is not an actual save. They're going for it right here. This is chest armor, 250, a couple of 5.7. So they want to win this round. They are investing heavily into it. In the meantime, U5 does have 4 Galeals and an AK. So they do still have the firepower advantage, but we've seen eco rounds at this event already, so don't be surprised if you see one again. We'll just have to see what happens here. U5 looking to do a B split here. 3 through lobby, 2 through the checkers hallway right now. We do see AZK just setting up inside the site. Moses going to take down Skadoodle. adreN trying to shoot here from the generator, but not going to land any shots just yet. Looks like he is going to actually gets 1, Storm, but Warden is going to respond. AZK still up in the site with a 250, gets 1 kill. Another kill, gets the bomb down. Great plays here from AZK. Looking for 1 more in the checkers, takes him to very low HP. That's going to be Warden, who is bleeding out right now. XP3 really the main threat right now for United5, as he does have the Galil and pretty good HP. Getting caught by Heaven, though. Able to exchange the damage pretty well, but this round is super tight. XP3 trying to maneuver his way in here. Is going to do a little bit of damage there once again, but IBUYPOWER great about these peaks. They're not overcommitting. They're just drawing fire right now, so they're doing a great job of remaining alive. As, oh my goodness, the tension here is just crazy as the time ticks down to below the 20-second marker. So many shots exchanged. AZK and Anger literally have almost no HP left. DaZeD finally gets take out as well. XP3 gonna get a couple, but Anger from Heaven. And we actually talked about what Anger shows up today. The one that we know is like a human aimbot, or the one that struggles a bit. And so far he's doing pretty well. He's leading his team in frags right now.
Yeah, he was able to get a 2 kill in the pistol round. Gets only 1 kill though towards that second round. But at least he was a key player for his team with a 3-man setup on that save. I mean, they went for a P250 armor save. It was looking good for United5 as they were able to work inside the B side, but AZK just held his spot. His teammate fell down, but he still managed to get 2 kills and put Warden down to 7 HP, preventing right now United5 from getting at least a bomb plant down inside B. And really, like you said, the tension was up. These guys were just looking left and right. They were hoping to catch them off guard, but XP3 couldn't get any kills this round. They're pushing aggressively towards the site, trying to get a bomb plant down, but Anger and DaZeD just holding it in. DaZeD getting 3 kills, Anger with 2 kills, and it's going to be a 2-1 score in favor of IBUYPOWER.
I can already see this match is going to be a nail-biter. Like, you can just kind of already feel it by the way these rounds are going. An eco round from IBUYPOWER to pull the lead 2-1. Of course, we now see U5 on a double eco because of that. That's kind of one of the bad things about losing to 250 armor, is it forces you in some situations to double eco because you likely bought those AKs and Galils, and now that kind of wipes your money out. They do have, I think, a couple of 250s though on the T side, so they're not fully committed to a 250 armor type play. But they certainly do have at least some firepower on their side here. We do see XP3 boosted up in mid. Going to go ahead and clear that out and get some mid control, but DaZeD and company are actually still here in connector. But XP3, a nice headshot there onto adreN. adreN was able to take down Warden, though, so we're still even at a 4-on-4, and the gun power advantage is certainly still for IBUYPOWER. as we have U5 actually kind of backing up off mid now, going back to that mid garage, got that bomb on XP3. They seem to be heading towards the A lobby. Anger will be at the quad to defend, and DaZeD is at the truck. AZK also not too far away on the rotation through CT spawn, so U5 actually kind of playing into the setup of IBUYPOWER right now, so this should certainly favor the CT team based on positioning, as we do see Anger here, spot in the main, going to do a little bit of damage there, going to throw out a nade as well. DaZeD with the AK going to pick up a frag. Anger with a touchdown pass and an M4 spray down. So just kind of an eco hold there. Well, nothing special, but it's important not to lose those rounds, like you saw earlier when IBUYPOWER won.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a good idea to work back towards that A main. They did get that pick, like you said. It was a trade. They got the Z guy. They know that a guy was on catwalk, and they knew he was going to fall back. I don't know if they should have tried to push up towards that catwalk. They know Anger was playing towards quad as well, looking back towards that middle. But to go back towards main and try to push towards that main area with a crossfire set up after by Anger and by DaZeD at White Truck, it's hard for them to get things done right now. Moving back with the P250 against rifles. Now, adreN, you mentioned it before. Don't be surprised if he has an EWP. He does have what he wisps, but not only that, Skadoodle has an auto sniper. One good thing so far, though, as Skadoodle gets the kill onto Storm, TM then retaliates onto Skadoodle. At least it is not a 16-0, right? So adreN now with the EWP on the top of heaven. These guys are coming in right now, but they are so low. Speaking about United5 getting dropped like flies, XP3 the last man standing, killed by Anger on the rotation inside the fence, and now the score is 4-1.
You're going to see this all land long, by the way. You're going to see a lot of double sniper setups from IBUYPOWER, mostly usually an auto sniper op combination. The auto sniper is really, really powerful, especially the CT side and one with the SCAR. So it's something that IBUYPOWER certainly does favor doing. So like I said, don't really be surprised to see that brought out a lot.
For a gaming house that they're actually going to move into the next month.
Right.
So, I mean, they have the money, they have the backup, so why not be their support? Nonetheless, though, as we're skidding away from our
Olympic
spawns,
ice skating right
yes,
here.
It is now back live 4-1 in favor of IBUYPOWER. I'm just going to take it thus, if you don't mind, as we're going to look at a full gun round with a forced buy for Storm, only with a Galil. Very low names right now for United5, as they're going to try to commit towards the A-bomb site, kind of like what they did on the second round. Smoking right now from the entrance of the blue hallway towards the CT spawn, going to open the blue door, and they're going to try to take it down. Actually, this has been the pistol round strat that they're going to try to execute with guns. Will they come in their favor? Right now, no. DaZeD drops one. Anger then with the crossfire setup again, as I can't switch through players with my mouse, so that sucks. As we're rotating back across, and there you go, TM was able to drop two, but then adreN comes back with the op inside the A site to make it now 5-1.
U5 need to look at mid a little bit here. adreN's playing very floaty at mid. He's really not dedicating any real presence there. I think at this point, if U5 can put some pressure there with some guns, I think that they might be able to at least gain control. Then from there, who knows? But they are going to be forced to eco this round. IBUYPOWER now up 5-1. And they're honestly just playing like you would expect them to play when you look at them on paper, if you kind of throw DreamHack winner out. So this is not too surprising, but I'm curious to see if U5 makes some adjustments on their next gun round to kind of exploit what they're seeing from IBUYPOWER on their CT side, because there's really no mid presence at all, except for a little rotation from DaZeD and adreN passive with not. Some smokes can definitely get rid of that.
Yeah, they are doing it so far. I mean, it's going to be a save for United5. They tried to commit towards that middle, but you side from that X-ray vision, their hands in front of their faces. Those counter flashes that came in at the beginning of the round from adreN, actually, or should I say from his teammate DaZeD, up on catwalk, prevented these guys from working any way through, so they're going to try to work inside A now, Dust.
Yeah, they do get the pick on DaZeD, so this is a good start, but can Anger shut him down? No, Moses gets another pistol frag, and this could be an eco round for United5. They have full control, and they picked up an M4 on Warden. So this is looking pretty good for United5 on the eco. AZK, though, on the retake, it'll pick up one. Skadoodle is rotating through connector with the auto sniper. adreN with the op from truck. So they are definitely going for this retake here. Two terrorists by the quad, one by Squeaky Door, one at A main. XP3 with that pistol just doing work right now, taking down AZK right there. Skadoodle, though, with the M4 spray down, kills two. Oh my goodness, it's up to Storm now. Now adreN 1 versus 2. He fake plant, or fake diffuses, draws XP3 out, gets the kill there. Now he's going to have to stick this bomb. Storm, can he get out in time? I don't think so. I think adreN sticks this. It's going to be a close one.
Nice.
Oh, Storm comes out right in time. That was a buzzer beater pistol kill from Storm. And it is now 5-2. And so now we have 2 eco rounds so far in this half and only 7 rounds.
And it was actually really lucky for United5. They wanted to commit towards that middle at the beginning of the round, but like I said, those flashes being thrown by DaZeD forced United5 to fall back, and they just decided, all right, guys, let's just try to go through main and get things done. Luckily, their shots were on, and they got the first 2 picks. and getting open, getting the kill onto Anger, getting the kill onto DaZeD. They knew that Crossfire was going to be set up again from that forklift and from the A side or / quad. So they were able to get those kills. They had 2 guns picked up. That nade, though, that I mentioned before, dropped 2 of them down to the lower 15 health. And I think that was thrown by Skadoodle, if I'm not mistaken. So that really hurt them. Skadoodle could have been in a position where he could clutch it for his team on a 4 versus 2. But nonetheless, the P250s won it here for United5, trying to bring it back in towards this game. Nice eco against IBUYPOWER, and looking at the money situation right now as we're still paused, they're still going to be in a situation to buy, so it's still going to be a crucial round needed by United5 to bring this to a close game, because it might be a safe buy situation, or a double buy actually right now. If you're looking at, no, it might be a safe buy situation if I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I mean, CT side won 5 rounds in a row. That puts a Terrace team at their maximum money bonus. That's just been reset with the victory here. As you can see, they are going to buy this next round. They've already bought a few. A lot of them still have around 7K, though, so they could definitely do some drops, but a couple of losses in a row would certainly cause an eco round for United5, so they definitely want to keep the wins up. Meanwhile, IBUYPOWER is still pretty comfortable in economy, and they still have the lead by 3 rounds at a 5-2 scoreline. So at this point, if I'm IBUYPOWER, I'm probably pretty ticked. I just got eco'd. But at the same time, it's not the end of the world.
Because they did it themselves on the second round on this first half.
Right.
I think one thing to add as well is if we actually still see the same default spots from DaZeD and Anger on the Crossfire setup, I think United5 are going to be quite comfortable to try to work more towards this A bomb site. Because the last few times that they try to commit towards B, AZK was still on point, was able to strafe left and right on point. A lot of times able to dodge a few bullets. There's a little bit more movement that you could do there towards a B side hold, especially if you're looking at towards a generator hold area. All they see is your head for a bit, and they really have to push out towards the yellow silos to try to take you down if they can't get the headshot onto you. And if they do that, then you set up a crossfire with a guy. And you know what? I'm gonna look at the overhead view if I can. No, I can't. Oh, there we go. So as I was talking about here, B, so they have that guy playing at the headshot generator area. So if you're trying to come inside the B bomb site, you're going to have to push all the way over here to try to take him down if you couldn't get an opening kill. But if somebody's playing in the back of the site right now and you set up that crossfire, he's actually going to be able to expose his opponent all the way out towards here, which puts the CT side in an easier way right now, at least for IBUYPOWER, for the way they're holding that B bomb site. So far we've seen adreN play here, and we've seen Anger play here, and we've seen Anger play here. But the last few rounds, DaZeD has always been towards these boxes, and if they actually try to commit towards this area, he doesn't have much room to move there, right? So if they could get the first kill here and then get that kill after against Anger, then it's easier for them to take that A site, because Anger, from the way that he's playing here or the way that he's playing here, if you're pushing close towards that wall on T side, he can't see them coming in. So you're actually, DaZeD has to get a few opening kills and hold it as many times as he can before he falls down to actually let Anger peek out right after and go for those trades.
Right, which is part of the reason why adreN's playing so floaty in that CT spawn area. He's trying to help that out with the op when he can. But you're absolutely right, and what I'm seeing from U5 on these A takes is just straight up discipline. The way that they rush out, they don't get scared, they don't stutter step. Everybody knows where they need to be looking when they enter the site. I mean, they're just playing really, really well. To be expected from the veterans over there. So we'll see what they can do here, as this is going to be a full buy round. We got AKs across the board for United5. Rifles across the board, except for Skadoodle, still toting the auto sniper, but adreN has actually dropped to the silenced M4, but he's pretty much playing mid the same style. Really floaty, but DaZeD has a little bit more presence here as well, but still pretty passive. But here comes the B hit, so AZK and Skadoodle will get tested here. Skadoodle playing heaven with the auto sniper, AZK inside the site for the crossfire here with the M4, and here comes United5 storming in right now. AZK gets taken down immediately by Warden, and it looks like it's going to be full B control for U5. Skadoodle able to stay alive and wait for his team to rotate, but certainly some good control here from United5. They should get the spawn planted pretty soon. Smoke's going up to block CT spawn vision on this rotation, so U5 in great holding position at this point. It's going to take a great play from IBUYPOWER, and Skadoodle will start it with the spam through the garage door, so now it's a 4 versus 4. Skadoodle smoked out at heaven, but he's looking for more action here as he's just kind of waiting for that to dissipate. Meanwhile, DaZeD and adreN setting up in the CT connector to press in, and here they come with that flash. DaZeD going to be looking around for action, but Warden and Moses in the crossfire get the kills. XP3 and Moses finish it off as well, and U5 showing that while they skated in this land, they certainly are still a contender in it.
It was lap number 3 on their skating competition there. As that round, again, we saw AZK played towards this spot again. So I think Warden went towards Checker and knew that he was playing towards the area. He just peeked in that area, got that first kill. Skadoodle with the auto sniper at Heaven couldn't get anything done, couldn't get any opening kills because they really smoked towards that main, put him in a position where he couldn't actually help out his team right after or hold him for long enough for his team to rotate across. So it was really hard for IBUYPOWER to retake, forcing them in a safe situation right now with 4 P250s and a 5.7. A few of them with armor though. Anger with full armor, adreN with small armor. If you're looking at the money situation, they're still even on their scoreboard. So they're actually rolling their economy quite well right now for the CT side. Stacking towards the middle. A trade comes in as Skadoodle drops 2 at the beginning. Here comes a few nades to try to lower them down a bit. Anger is down to 22 HP as 3 guys are inside the vents, and these guys are just going to say, "Hey guys, I'm going to." They're running back towards the T-spawn and pushing towards the A bomb side. The bomb on the back of Warden, and he's just going to wait for his team first. They're going to smoke it out just in case, because these guys do have the aim. Speaking of IBUYPOWER, to pick off these guys. So here comes the rotation. Anger at the point at the truck. Bomb is going to get planted at default spot. Long range from Moses in the face of Anger. Storm holding quad. Warden just in front of the bomb site. He's going to hold forklift. And Moses is going to do the same thing. So after Moses pushes towards main, Storm is going to look back towards catwalk and towards the white truck. Waiting for this smoke to dissipate before so he could throw a molly. But Warden is still holding it down with his teammates to get another kill. Now with the last 2 guys remaining, AZK and DaZeD able to pick up AK-47s. They're going to fall back into B and try to save these. So it's going to be a 5-4 score, but a decent save for IBUYPOWER. They're going to be in a buy situation and will be able to maybe drop ops as well for adreN if needed.
Yeah, that round United5 actually does go for that mid control. I was talking about using that opening boost and such. It was an eco round though for IBUYPOWER. They're able to get 2 AKs down on the boost spot. DaZeD reboost AZK, picks up 1 AK, drops it down to DaZeD, picks up the other. Some pretty smart play, pretty crafty stuff there to get those AKs and save them for this round. But this is a really pivotal round, I think. I mean, United5 could tie it up right here and win 4 rounds in a row, actually, if they were to secure a victory here. So, you know, IBUYPOWER needs to step it up, but at the same time, this is an opportunity for U5 to really pull this thing close. It's already very close, and a win here would start putting maybe U5 even in some type of momentum advantage. So you got to keep that into consideration here, as we do have no ops for either team, just rifles across the board.
And small armor for adreN and DaZeD.
Right, as we do see this A split yet again. Squeaky door A main, but it's actually going to be a fake. We'll keep an eye on Anger, though, as he does get 1 kill there at the A bomb site. Warden able to trade back, DaZeD with another trade, but that bomb's B. AZK is actually still here. He could shut it down. He does, in fact, get 1 kill there, but TM will trade and get the bomb plant. He now finds himself in a 1 versus 2, but adreN has no HP, and he does actually have an HE grenade he's going to pick up here. So a good placed HE takes adreN out the equation. Now he has a 1v1 against Skadoodle.
Smart move right now.
Yeah, he's pressing through CT spawn. He's actually going to be able to flank Heaven here in just a second. If he plays it right now, he's just going to play passive. Skadoodle and adreN both on Heaven. Skadoodle drops down first. TM going to get the kill there. Now adreN 1 versus 1. The grenade comes out. adreN able to dodge it. Going to put down the smoke. He's going to stay on the defuse. Great job. Oh my goodness, TM may not be able to get there in time. And the smoke's up. Never mind. Not quite placed well enough. And TM will get the kill there onto adreN. And that's another buzzer beater round, but
he got the defuse.
Did get
it was counter-terrorist 1, so I called it before when I was pubbing with the guys. Pros don't fake. So actually AZK went in, kept on the bomb, got the defuse, and TM, the mistake that he did was fall back and reload his gun instead of really try to push forward and fight. I mean, it was so smart for him on that 2 versus 1 to push towards the CT spawn. He heard the footsteps moving up towards ramp. He knew that both of them was up towards Heaven. So instead of lighting up and trying to get that kill after against Skadoodle, waiting for the second guy to drop, he fell back towards the CT spawn, forced himself to reload, which gave plenty of time for the CT to defuse and win that round. But nonetheless, it's still going to be a bomb plant for United5. They won a few rounds in a row. It's going to be a full gun round. Pushing inside this B bomb site again. AZK still at the same spot in the back, but this time manages to get the kill and the win against Warden. Doodle at the top gets the kill onto Moses. TM retaliates from the checkered. Storm moving in, gets the headshot on to Skadoodle, but then DaZeD already moves in from the CT spawn, and then another trade comes in, but to close it down, adreN gets the last kill on the rotation. That was a quick rotation from IBUYPOWER, but a very, very nail-biting round for both teams.
Yeah, that time Skadoodle, AZK both play inside the site. They're not really as separated anymore. They're playing more close together in that crossfire type situation. Also, DaZeD just made a play there. Yep. I mean, he was the first person to make the rotation. Normally, you want to wait for your team, but he saw an opportunity, a timing opportunity.
Yep.
He's able to pull off a couple of frags with it, and adreN finishes it off, so not too shabby. They will go ahead and extend that lead. They've won the past couple of rounds now. 7-4 is the scoreline. Still full gun round for both sides, though. You have rifles across the board for both teams, so still an equal opportunity here for either one to pull out a victory.
It would also be a reset for whoever loses this round, so it should be a save for either CTs or Ts after.
Yeah, most likely. You're right. This round's almost worth 2, to be honest with you. Looks like we do see U5 starting to edge closer towards that A bomb site. They're all in the mid garage. Moses is going to be your bomb carrier. We see a couple heading towards A main, and one still mid. That's going to be TM. So it seems like it's going to be possibly an A execute. And adreN, Anger and DaZeD will once again be in this crossfire at A, but they got ecoed here not too long ago, so we'll see if the crossfire holds up a little bit better. Anger's still playing quad. Here come the grenades. They know this is coming. adreN already going to go ahead and start rotating through CT spawn. DaZeD gets taken out. Now it's all up to Anger. Can he hold on? Can he be great here? But no, he gets taken out, and such great takes from U5 here on this A-bomb site. They're sniffing out DaZeD and Anger's crossfire almost every single time, and they're executing so well. They will get the bomb plant yet again, but it's a 3 versus 3, so IBUYPOWER could retake thanks to that entry there by Skadoodle onto TM. So we see some nice smoke grenades up for United5, trying to hold off the rotations as long as they can, but it is imminent. AZK already getting a kill there, so now up to Moses and Storm. Moses hiding inside the site. Storm trying to play the quad. He gets taken out to very low HP, just 5. adreN trying to get the kill here, but Storm not peeking just yet. And we do see him coming around.
Nice.
Moses, though, holds it down with the AK inside the site, but Skadoodle in a 1 versus 1. He gets 1 frag. He needs to get the other one here, but Moses, oh my goodness, great maneuvering there from Skadoodle. Gets the kill, and I think he should get this defuse in time. That's a close one, though. So many rounds have come to such close, like, defusals or explosions there. 8-4 the score, though, for IBUYPOWER.
Yeah, I don't think that Moses actually expected Skadoodle to move up towards the A bomb site on that 3 versus 1. I don't even know why it's coming to us right now, but it was a great round there from Skadoodle to win that 3 versus 1. I mean, Moses actually played the bait with Storm. Storm actually, it all came down to Storm whiffing the shots as well, because Storm was at quad. He saw Skadoodle move up towards the catwalk, but he couldn't get the kill. Only a head was peeking out, but he was at the same position. He was dropped down to 12 HP, and he couldn't get the kill on to Skadoodle right after, who was so low from the beginning of the round after the bomb was planted. Now it's going to be a full gun round coming in for United5, so I thought it was going to be a save, but it's still going to be a gun round for U5. They're going to nade, and that's another thing that I wanted to point out. The mollies that are being thrown, forcing the opponents to come out of their positions the way that they're setting up this A bomb site, and it's working every single time. Their only issue right now for United5 is holding it. The bomb is now down. It's a 2-on-2 situation. They're still trying to pick up this bomb, but AZK is on the top of the catwalk. Skadoodle moving in from the front of the truck, gets the kill onto XP3. Now Storm is going to be on a 2 versus 1, and he decides not to plant. He's going to try to go for the kill, but AZK moves in, dispatches them with the M4, and now it's going to be 9-4, but again, United5 in a situation to decide if they're going to gamble by or go for a save for the last round.
Yeah, I mean, they're at maximum money bonus, so they can keep forcing AKs if they really wanted to, unless they really want an op or more grenades and armor. As you can see, they're just forcing. They want a win. They need one. They've let it slip the past 4 rounds in a row. They're doing great A takes. I mean, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. They're just not holding it. IBUYPOWER's retakes have been very powerful the past 3 or 4 rounds, and that is where U5 is really getting caught. And they're probably going to kick themselves after this match is over talking about that. Hey, we're taking sites. We're just not holding them post-plan. So we'll see if they can change things up here. adreN does have the op back here for the CT side. He's actually going to be playing aggressive A lobby with Anger. So they're really trying to hold this off and not allow U5 control, because they have been suffering at A, and they're trying to make an adjustment here to see if they can't catch an early pick. But adreN's not seeing anything. He's going to back off. U5 has complete mid control, by the way. XP3 is actually all the way at the connector. So this is really dangerous because DaZeD is playing stacked B. So XP3 could really just sneak up here, almost catches adreN. adreN able to sniff him out in time to avoid the frag, but also doesn't catch one himself. And now IBUYPOWER's in a really awkward position where they're kind of separated with U5 right in the middle of their team here in mid. So I'm curious to see what U5 wants to do. It looks like they're trying to go into B, but DaZeD shutting them down. AZK also with the AK getting a couple frags, and it looks like he'll not get a third. Skadoodle comes in instead. But just great plays there from AZK, Skadoodle, and DaZeD to hold off that B hit. It seems like IBUYPOWER is starting to figure out U5's tendencies now, and now they're struggling, U5 struggling to win a round. That's 5 rounds in a row for IBUYPOWER.
It was a gamble for United5 the last round before, so did they go for a forced buy? Now it's the last round of the first half. They're going to be forced to buy, of course, moving into the last round. No grenades, at least AK-47s and full armors. 2 Galils, though, coming in for Warden and TM. One thing that I think United5 was a bit confused, because as they saw that middle was easy for them to take over, and then they tried to creep up towards catwalk. After they saw adreN, they didn't really know where to go after. They should have went up on Catwalk and tried to fight them because they actually pushed up so much that nobody was watching that connector. But they wouldn't be able to know, so they decided to commit towards the B bomb site. And DaZeD, who didn't play so well towards A, is doing so well towards B now. And now, as you can see, they're trying to maintain it that way because you still have adreN opping at the quad, but he gets picked off here by XP3. Anger this time at forklift. It is going to get a pick long range here at the truck, and there you go. They all get dropped. Wow. And it's going to leave AZK on a 5 versus 1. We already have TM pushing all the way back. He spots him right now. He also manages to get taken down by AZK from the spawn, but AZK with 36 HP, not much he could do. I don't even think he has time to lob a molly right now, so that nade, he's going to eat it. He's going to get fully flashed, so that molly is not going to be able to come in favor. Hopefully he's going to throw out forklift at least. Get your money's worth. But nope, Warden's going to pick him off, and that was a great play by Warden and by Storm, if I'm not mistaken, for that last round to take over that A site. And we're going to end the first half 10-5 in favor of Team IBUYPOWER. Let's look at the action. We're going to have Storm, Moses, Warden, TM, and XP3 starting off on the CT side, while the rest of the guys, of course, Skadoodle, DaZeD, adreN, AZK, and Anger for IBUYPOWER starting off on T side, with these guys all split up right now, actually, for IBUYPOWER. Having Skadoodle battling head-to-head against XP3, who is trying to push down towards that locker, and he eats 3 Glock bullets in the face to make it an early 5-on-4 situation in favor of IBUYPOWER. I think they're boosting. Yeah, they are boosting on the top here of middle as well, with DaZeD on the top. He's going to break the vents for these guys to split towards B after. So let's see if Warden and Storm could hold it down. Here comes the first nades. Here comes the smokes as well. Here comes the counter flash. A nice touchdown nade onto Anger to make it a 4-on-4. Warden from the spawn. It gets the headshot onto Skadoodle. Now Storm peeking out and puts himself out of position to get headshotted by adreN. But at least Warden was able to get another frag here from the CT spawn. And now he gets his 3rd one onto AZK, trying to get a 4th one onto DaZeD, but he gets picked off by Moses. And that was a good round by Warden to hold it down inside B for United5. Another needed piston round for United5 1, but hopefully they don't get ecoed again.
Yeah, they need to not get ecoed. If they can push this to 10-8, it's a shootout at that point, like I was saying earlier. But that round was pretty interesting. XP3 gambles a bit, wants to get some early information inside that squeaky hog towards the A bomb site. He got caught by Skadoodle. This gives IBUYPOWER an advantage, but the problem is they actually played into U5's rotation. They kind of felt, hey, Skadoodle's not really committing to this. They're probably going B, and they had 3 members waiting at B for the defense. Some good smokes from IBUYPOWER in the end, but Warden was not phased by it at all. Still able to pull off, I think, 3 frags there on that round. So that was huge. But we could see maybe an eco round. Never mind. XP3 is finally going to silence it with the FAMAS, but all of a sudden it's Skadoodle back at it again. He's looking for more blood here. It is a 2 versus 3. And it's going to be quite a difficult one for IBUYPOWER to try to pull away right now. AZK at very low HP. Trying to run up the connector here. Gonna get the bomb, but gets taken out immediately by TM. So now Skadoodle left alone, 1 versus 3. There is a FAMAS in connector, but it's going to be hard to get to without getting spotted. He will actually grab it. Going to reload it here in the connector. Also grabs the bomb, working his way back towards Vince. There's 1 CT in the connector. That's going to be Warden. And he has his back to Warden, but turns around just in time to spot him. Trying to spam him here. Gets Warden down to 19 HP, actually. So not bad here. He still has a lot of time to play around with, so no need to rush things as he's just kind of waiting for presses from the CT side. So far, not happening. U5 splits up. Storm kind of watching mid-press. TM playing very passive in A, just hiding. Same thing with Warden and B. So Skadoodle is going to get a 2 versus 1 pretty much anywhere he goes, but the problem is the site holder is playing really passive, so that crossfire from CT is going to come into play very quickly. But TN actually peeks out from quad, gets taken down to low HP, but so is Skadoodle. He stares at Storm at truck, but unable to land the headshot, and so Storm will prevent the eco victory. Now it is 10-7, and it's getting real close here.
Yeah, I just found it really strange that they actually let Skadoodle walk down towards mid to pick up the bomb and also pick up the FAMAS. And funny thing is, TM misbought that round. As you see, an MP9 on the floor. I think he was trying to drop for his teammate or at least upgrade, so that's going to hurt his money a bit. He's now down to 150 bucks, so they really need to win this round as well. As IBUYPOWER are going to be with P250s again, and they're going to try to push aggressively to go for a blue door main split inside the A site. So we're going to count right now on a flash being thrown by AZK. Here comes the door being opened up as well. And here comes the push inside. TM holding 1, holding 2. And here comes that crossfire set up as XP3 is holding it as well. Leaving AZK the last man standing. No bomb plant so far. And XP3 gets the kill and still manages to come out of it with 78 HP against AZK head-to-head. And now it's going to be 10-8. as U5 is looking good here on the CT side.
Yeah, they're making this close. XP3 is actually going to pick up the sniper for the first time this map. He's going to get it on the CT side here. FAMAS is being held by Moses and TM. M4's on Storm and Warden. Meanwhile, no snipers on T side here, just AKs across the board for IBUYPOWER. So I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with it here. It looks like the philosophy of U5 is to prep 2 mid and 1A and 2B for right now. But Warden actually now rotating to stack B. Moses alone at A, TM alone, or excuse me, TM alone at A, Moses alone at mid. So this is maybe kind of risky from U5, but it seems like Moses and XP3 are just kind of floating. So it's kind of similar to IBUYPOWER, but they're floating 2 instead of 1 through CT spawn, and TM's actually playing really passive at A. He can fall back pretty easily if he needs to. So this is a little bit different, but still pretty passive. And XP3 is going to catch the op pick there onto DaZeD, so that's a great way to open things up. As we do see Anger trying to work his way over towards this B bomb site here. adreN's going to meet up with him, but Skadoodle and AZK will keep the bomb towards the mid garage. Looks like they're waiting to see if U5 decides to press through A at all. But U5 being very disciplined and passive here in the CT spawn as well as B and A, so they're not trying to press anything. Anger will try to initiate here at B, peeking those checkers, but everything's pretty much smoked off. He's got his teammate. Oh, never mind. AZK gets caught at mid by XP3 once again with that op. Great job. Anger going to try to go in anyway. Spots one here in the pit, but gets taken down. Warden with the 2K spray down. Warden with 3 kills with that M4. And a great hold here from United5. They could tie this up here pretty quickly.
What was good is that Warden played in an orthodox spot. Just being out in the open, any flashes actually that was pop flash could definitely blind him, and that would nullify his position. But it kind of fell a bit to his right when he turned away, only half blinded, was able to get the first frag. Shooting kneecaps though, so he was really lucky getting the first kill, but after that, the 2 other guys never expected him to play that spot, and it was just easy for him to peek back out and get those shots. Now IBUYPOWER is going to be another save. Warden's already inside checkered, playing it very aggressively, but we do have some action on the outside. Molly being thrown, I think, on the other side as well, as Warden gets the opening frag onto adreN at B. And another one, so 3 kills already inside, and goes for a 4th one as the rest of the guys are trying to push down towards the B halls. And nothing there, so it's going to be right up 10-10, like you called it here, Dust.
Yeah, Warden is basically saying B is closed for business right now. As you can see, he's actually 10-0 in frags right now over the past 5 rounds, so definitely doing a great job. Pretty easy map, 2 FPR, not too shabby. We will see what happens now. adreN actually has an op for the T side, so maybe a new type of strategy here from IBUYPOWER. They've mostly just been trying the rush stuff here, so we'll see how they try to play things a bit slower. Looks like they're going for a mid boost for the pick, so they'll come up against Moses and TM. XP3 actually relocates his op to aggressive A lobby. So this might catch team off guard, but never mind. Skadoodle catches the pick onto XP3, so all of a sudden A is looking a little bit vulnerable right now. Moses does make the appropriate rotation. Warden will now cover mid. TM still A. Storm solo inside the B bomb site. Let's see how IBUYPOWER reads these rotations. It looks like AZK Anger will just hold mid. Skadoodle and DaZeD actually bringing the bomb through Squeaky Hall. This could be risky because you're pretty much committed to A if you have the bomb in Squeaky. It's really hard to fall all the way back to B at this point. So if things go south at A, they may be committed to it. It may be too late to try to rotate. But it seems like DaZeD thinking about this a little bit, deciding to bring the bomb back towards A lobby, just leaving Skadoodle and Squeaky Hall. So it still could be an A split.
No, he's walking by towards there. I think they're really counting on AZK right now at middle. They're trying to creep up and get a frag possibly, if they're going to try to go for an A split right now.
That and adreN may try to fake B a little bit here. It looks like he just throws 1 flash, returns to mid to help out Anger and AZK. So it will in fact just be a 2-2-1 split, 1 mid, 2 A lobby, 2 Squeaky, and they need to act fast. Only 28 seconds left, and here comes the press. Moses, it's going to be at the forklift to try to defend. He gets caught though. Great kills coming in from IBUYPOWER across the board. 3 quick frags. They eliminate A completely. Also some great smoke grenades to block off connector and CT spawn from spawning into the site. As Storm will be your last man standing here. He's just saving his M4 at B. So United5 does a great job to win the past few rounds in a row to tie it up at 10-all. But IBUYPOWER will take the lead back, preventing U5 from getting the lead at all so far this match.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, they were counting on AZK to get that opening kill. They did sell a fake first, though, by opening the Squeaky door. And by opening Squeaky door, they forced TM to go all the way back at quad, exposing himself from catwalk. Nobody was really covering his angle there. That being said, AZK just went for a peek, got the kill, went back to his position at mid to try to catch anybody trying to rotate towards Z. And that from doing so, whoever else was inside that A bomb site, I think that was Moses, couldn't set up anything at forklift. No, it was TM actually that was at forklift. It was probably another of his teammates at quad, but he couldn't get any sprays down that forklift to try to hold anybody coming in towards main. So again, it's some great communication coming from IBUYPOWER to get these opening frags. Now, you see all of these smokes trying to cover things up, but through the smoke, Warden gets a kill onto EZK. Now, Anger's on the top of oranges. He's going to try to get this frag here onto Catwalk. But a nade is going to be thrown to put Moses down. So I was going to say those opening smokes, we're trying to let IBUYPOWER maybe open that vent and try to commit towards that B bomb site. But they decide to just fight it out. And XP3 is going to retaliate back onto Anger. adreN, hearing his teammate fall down, decides to push back out with that AWP. And he's looking. Oh, XP3 just another step. Probably could have been picked up there by adreN, who's just waiting patiently at the corner of that box on Catwalk. But things will remain calm for now. You can see from this minimap, we have one player by himself. It's Storm. Storm likes to play a site by himself, which is usually the B-bomb site of any map that they play together, except maybe towards Inferno, where he always plays Hallway. But nonetheless, XP3 is at the white car with his teammate TM, as we are trying to get some opening frags here from IBUYPOWER's side from the main area. They spot TM, TM spots Skadoodle, puts him down to 67. TM's down to 64. Skadoodle committing inside the A site. XP3 rotating around to help him out, but it's a fake by Skadoodle. He's gonna catch one off guard on rotation. Nice positioning, but Storm stays alive inside inside B, sorry. Drop stays, double flash, 10 seconds left on the clock. They have to commit it into this round, so he's playing it so smart right now to watch the angle, but a jump shot by adreN in the face of Storm. He will get the bomb plant down. Now TM, outside on the top of heaven with that pre-fire shot, gives away his position. Drops down, spots adreN, but adreN kills him. Oh my god, Storm should have had that kill. Knowing that adreN was pushing up, he had to play a tight angle, but didn't expect adreN to jump on the top of the boxes of the barrels to kill him with that Glock.
Right, so that round starts off actually with U5 doing 3 mid, which is something I was kind of talking about earlier as a potential way to play CT side, but it didn't benefit them any. They actually got caught on it and lost the player really early. Then Skadoodle just sells a great fake at A. He holds 2 players there for the longest time. Storm is now forced with the 1 versus 2, able to pick up 1, not able to kill adreN though, and so IBUYPOWER extends the lead just a little bit here. 12 to 10. They still have adreN with the op. They're once again trying to get some control of mid. Lots of smokes, a boosted opper there as well. So it's looking like they're wanting to maybe go A again. TM is alone right now as Warden has already been taken out and there's 2 U5 members mid, but TM able to spam Skadoodle down. Nice attempt, but adreN saves the day with the op headshot. Anger also rotating around, but XP3 has rotated. He's inside the site, contesting DaZeD. DaZeD trying to come in here, able to do some damage. XP3 also exchanging some. He gets the kill onto AZK. DaZeD still trying to come in. Anger gets the kill. Now a 2 versus 2. We see Storm here playing from the white truck right now. DaZeD playing quad. Anger inside the site. We have Storm rotating through that mid connector. Anger will go ahead and go for the plant. He will get that plant successfully, but receives a ton of nade damage, down to 23 hit points after that. DaZeD steps out though, nice peek on the Storm. Now it's up to Moses, 1 versus 2. Spots 1 here in the corner. Anger is still inside the site as well. DaZeD's actually gonna get a height advantage here on top of the red, but Moses catches him, but it's low HP versus low HP. This could go either way. He's gonna come around, but Anger comes up with the clutch there with the 1 versus 1. 13 to 10 score line, and IBUYPOWER is starting to play on form.
Big 3K there by Anger, and it all came down, you said it, low HP for both guys. Moses was lined up for a headshot, and Anger just dodged right on time, be like Neo the Matrix. That bullet just whiffed above his head, and he was just able to go with any type of shot against Moses to get that kill. Now they take the lead by 3, forcing United5 in a save. And as you can see right now, they'll be able to buy for sure in the round after. So they're looking okay. Nice flash. Not really. But Anger flashed himself there. I don't know what he was trying to do. But nonetheless, it's a 13 to 10 score. And this save is going to put them in a good situation right now for IBUYPOWER to bring this to a tie game point. Now adreN is down to 3 HP. I guess they were trying to push aggressively at the beginning of this round at A. And Warden does manage to still get the kill. He's holding in the back of quad. 1 guy spotted on top of Catwalk. And a nice fake, or should I say a bait being thrown out. As Storm now also stacked inside A, but couldn't get the kill onto Skadoodle. 2 kills on that P250 save for United5. And we will see full rifles at least for United5. XP3 still debating to see if he's going to buy an op or rifle here for the team.
Yeah, they're going for broke right here, though, for the most part. I mean, they might still be able to force, but they're really trying to go for it right here, right now, and avoid that tie overtime potential situation. They want to go for the win, so that's what they're trying to do right here. IBUYPOWER doing a great job there. That was an eco round, of course, for U5, so it made it a little bit easier for IBUYPOWER. But nice flank by AZK connector that really opened the round back up. And Skadoodle with the 4K round. You can't ask for more than that, really, except an ace, which are pretty rare. As we are going to go ahead and see AZK actually with the bomb towards B. Anger and adreN also kind of that B lobby area. DaZeD and Skadoodle just kind of watching A lobby as well as just doing a little bit of mid control here as we see Anger and DaZeD did actually press out into the vents. No CT presence really at this point in time at mid. XP3's been forced back into CT spawn, actually floating towards A. Moses also holding back, but here comes the B hit. DaZeD has already made it inside the checkers, and the rest of his team is also going to be working that direction as well. But look at this. DaZeD will hold checkers while the bomb actually goes back towards A. 3 U5 members have actually rotated towards the B bomb site. So IBUYPOWER playing with the rotations. That kill from DaZeD is huge. That's going to force Moses also to fall off the A bomb site. Never mind, Moses wises up. It'll be 2A, 2B, but it will be a 4 versus 2 situation here coming into this A bomb site. But TM from the corner able to take down Anger, but AZK makes the trade. I don't know if they know that last CT still actually by quad. Moses is going to be able to get the bomb planter right there. Points towards Forklift. Skadoodle able to make the trade though, but Storm alone in a 1 versus 2. He needs to win this to prevent the game point situation. He spots Skadoodle at the forklift, takes him down to 52 HP. adreN will make the plant here. He has an op inside the site. Not the best position for an op, in all honesty. We'll see if Storm can make a play here. He actually takes Skadoodle down to 19 HP at the forklift as he's just slowly maneuvering here, waiting for Skadoodle to peek again, but Tyler is not up for that. He's just waiting it out, and adreN just holds the angle and catches him there as he tries to enter into the site. So great play by IBUYPOWER. DaZeD getting that kill at B, forcing that 2-2 split from the CTs, and getting that 4 versus 2 entry situation. TM almost saved it, just not quite.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a bad play for them to actually have 2 guys stuck by quad area, but thankfully nobody really mollied or naded towards quad.
Right.
So by TM dying, and also IBUYPOWER smoking towards that area, gave a chance for Moses to come around and get the bomb planter down. But he got the shot lined up for the second one onto Skadoodle at forklift, but couldn't get any shots in. He was actually whiffing up onto the forklift itself, and that's why that nade actually didn't come in favor of Storm to get that kill onto Skadoodle there to try to win that 2 versus 1. Things could have been totally different if at least Moses was able to lower his opponent there by lining up that or attempting to line up that second kill onto Skadoodle. So again, we mentioned it before. I sound like a broken record. There's so many close rounds between these two teams. But if you look at the final score, you'd think that it was a dominating victory for IBUYPOWER. Looking at it so far, at game point situation on this first map, 15-10.
Well, I guess you could say it is dominant because IBUYPOWER seems to be winning all the clutch situations almost, with the exception of maybe like 1 in the first half. So
yeah.
It's closer than it looks on the scoreboard, even though it even looks close on the scoreboard. But let's finish out this round here.
Yeah, look at that. DaZeD getting a kill onto Catwalk as Moses is trying to peek against him. They did get a kill at Z as well, but we're trying to peek across. It's going to be Warden spotted one, forced to fall back as he couldn't get his shots in towards that vent area. Meanwhile, Storm has fallen at B, so it's going to be easy for them to retake towards B. A 5-on-2 situation with Warden and TM, the last 2 remaining. They're probably going to both go towards heaven. At this point, it is smoked out at top and at lower. They could still peek across, though, as Warden spotted, taken down. TM, last man standing, does get the headshot onto adreN, but he's going to have to try to run through as everybody's just spamming across, and Anger is going to be one to kill him through that smoke. And that's going to end the first half here, 16-10 in favor of IBUYPOWER.